Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and welcome to Thursday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 41. Let me catch up on some chat. I see people have been busy. Guido, thank you very much. And yes, I did see that. I usually watch the chat for like the 5 minutes before the show while I'm waiting for time to go through. John, thank you for coming in. King of Coins. Joey Brown, thank you. And hi, Joey Brown. I saw your hi, just didn't get a chance to type it in because I was going live. HD Chevrolet and Gemstone Judy, how are y'all both doing? And that was a really nice nugget, Gemstone Judy. A lot of times when you get bigger nuggets, they tend to be really rounded and bland. That was a really nice one. That was a really nice looking one. But the offer is still up. I will trade you some Gems Paydirt. Aiden Ruiz, how's it going? Larry. Derek, how's it going? No, normal time. Normal time. You're just going crazy like me. Who else is here? S-Rip, how's it going? Steve JBW, how's it going? Scott and Jennifer Foster, how are y'all? Jason G, Howard Hawley. All right, I think I'm catching up. Chris Nelson. I know I'm going to miss Tom. I'm going to miss Tom's Paydirt. A lot of times I would get some of his Paydirt and not review it. People would send it to me and I just didn't review it. I should have reviewed it more often. Charles King, Raymond, how's it going? KC, Timothy Clements, almost caught up. Aaron B's, Guido, thank you very much, and thank you for donating early before I even came on. I could have just not did the live show. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, though. Chris Neville, Leonard Smith, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Chris W., Shane, Dave B., Curtis Clancy. Some Stimony. I can never pronounce your name. You know who you are. Crazy numbers and letters. Dean Taylor, how's it going? So hopefully everyone's been doing good. Not too bad, huh? Weather's starting to get a little bit nicer. It was nice here about 2 weeks ago. It was like high 60s, very low 70s. It was really nice. Now it's back in the 40s and 50s. It's crazy. So, hey, William Pulley, Brian, Kayla Scott, how's it going? Where's Jackie at? Tell Jackie I sent him a package today. He should have it Saturday. But I'll email him or text him before then. Know what it is? Yeah, I like Sri Tips. I always want to say Street Tips, but it's Sri Tips. I like his videos. Ate too much Taco Bell. Yeah, that's one that's hard not to do with their like dollar food. You're like, oh, well, I might as well get 5 tacos and 5 bean burritos and chalupa. $10 at Taco Bell, and you're ready to explode. 74 in Seattle today. That's nice. It wasn't too bad today. I think today was high of like 55, so it wasn't horrible. But if it doesn't warm up, my basement's probably 40, so 45 in here. So, which I'm not complaining about. It keeps my house cool in the summer. So, do you think gold price will go up soon? Hey, Rod Kurt, how's it going? No, I don't think gold's going back up. I think gold's going to probably end up staying in the 52 to 58 range, somewhere in there. I think it'll go up a little and go down a little, but I think it's hovering right around where it's probably going to stay for a long time. Unless we go to war or something like that. So, working late tonight? That sucks. Never want to work, especially not late. So tonight we're going to be going through a bag from Western State Minerals. And I always get people ask me in chat and stuff what a cheap bag of Paydirt is. That's a good ROI. I don't know how great the ROI is on this bag, but this is a really good bag. I really like this seller. I've probably panned out 20 bags of his Paydirt. I think I've reviewed it twice. But it's $30 shipped. And it always has a third of a gram of gold. He hasn't raised or lowered his prices in the 3 years that I've known he's been selling it. So even when gold was all the way up to like $62.50, he was still selling it for $30. So Hey, Timothy Clements, thank you very much. I'm hoping to see some gold in the pan. Hoping to see it. Oh, which reminds me, I need to post up King of Coins. Just email me King of Coins to remind me, because I'm horrible at remembering anything now. So just email me, Dylan at Miller Prospecting. I'll work something out with you. Yeah, I like the Mexican pizzas at Taco Bell. No. Hold on, let me post up. I forgot to post a link. Hopefully that's it. Whenever we're going to be seeing, no Josh Ortiz yet. There you go. Message is now pinned at the top. Make sure you go to the top to leave a comment so you can win the gold tonight we find in that shiny pan. I don't like the nacho fries. I think that was just a way for him to make some bank. 10 cents worth of fries and 10 cents worth of cheese sauce. If I want fries, I'll go to Burger King or Wendy's or McDonald's. Hey, Jackie Scott, how's it going? Someone told me you were working late. You must be playing hooky right now, lunch break or something. Okay, I do have tons of tailings laying around. I'm just waiting for it to warm up a little bit. I've been cleaning my basement a little bit, so I'm trying to set up a second studio area to shoot because I've got 4 or 5 gallon buckets of tailings I need to go through. See how much gold's in them. Yeah, Jason G's right. I mean, I just don't see gold going back up really soon. I think it really went up in the 60s just because of the election, and people were, all the craziness with the election. And that's right. They always discontinue the stuff we like. Same thing with everybody. I just noticed I went to go look at, while I was waiting for the live show, at Gold Nugget sales, and I say they got rid of the 11 for 10 bag. It wasn't on their website anymore. So, which is one of the reasons why I didn't review it, because I was curious to see if he sold like the 11 or 12 bags he was going to have. I forget how many nuggets he had in this video. I was wondering if he was going to discontinue it after that. We got raw meat by McDonald's today. That's a rare one, because they cook those hamburgers, they steam those hamburgers all day at McDonald's. I mean, they literally throw them in the little steamer basket and they sit there all day just steaming. Hey, LXR, how's it going? Mad Hatter Prospecting, Thomas Lahab, B. Isaacs, Ken Whalen, people I've been missing while I've been talking. I just watched your LXR, I just watched your $60 coin. That actually wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad of a deal there. Hey, Dean Taylor, it's at the top of chat. If you go to the top of chat, you'll see a highlighted post from me, and the link will be on there. Hey, Scott LeMay, how's it going? Probably because we kept poking him for the price. Probably. He probably didn't want to lower the price any, so he figured he'd just take it off. Like the corn chips that have been deep fried and then have swollen up. I forget. They actually make potato chips like that. I forget what they're called. I used to work at a French restaurant. We used to make them there in big, huge batches. I used to eat them all the time. It's where you double fry them. So you fry a chip once, and then you let them sit, and then once they cool off, you fry them a second time, and it makes them puff up. Those are really good. Hey, GS Prospecting, how's it going? 0.87 on a $50 Miners Depot. I know I want to go back to Miners Depot soon. So I'm definitely going to do a Miners Depot battle. If I go back to Miners Depot, I'm definitely going to find one of their bigger bags and battle it with another seller. Big bag. So I just don't know who yet. It just, it's always hard because when you see sellers that have like Miners Depot $250 bag, you have to find another seller that has a $250 bag so it's equal. Hey, Mo Coop, how's it going? Jonathan Friend, how's it going? I still haven't panned out that Paydirt you sent me. Jonathan Friend, it's sitting up there. I actually moved it into my studio, so maybe I'll get to it one of these days. That sounds like diabetes. No, it's not bad. It's not too bad. You know the French don't worry about their food. Europeans all about fatty food and butter and things like that. And then they drink wine to counteract it, to keep their hearts healthy. Miners Depot versus Vendetta. See, that's the problem. Vendetta doesn't have like a $250 bag. It's really hard. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that from my number one fan. So that's the problem is, like I was looking, I've actually got a battle coming up between two sellers. And it was hard finding, two sellers that sold a bag of Paydirt that came out to the exact same amount. I don't mind if shipping's a little bit different. If one's charging $8 and one's charging $7. But you have to find the Paydirts that are pretty much really close in price. It makes it, you can't compare a $50 bag of Paydirt to an $80 bag of Paydirt, so. Hey, Thomas 907, that sounds like awesome. Those are all good companies. Gary Shelton. Is a $230 bag, though. I'll have to look. It's going to be, I still haven't finished with my, so far, bleak Australian Paydirts. I still have 4 more reviews of Australian Paydirt, I think. Something like that. What do I have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. 4 more reviews of Australian Paydirt. Which I better get one good. Out of all these, I better get one good one. So, ask him to release one. Well, yeah, but then if I ask him to release one, see, that's one of the problems with, I've had it happen before where sellers where I've told them like, oh, you should come out with this product. I can't be the first one to buy it. Even if it's one of my secret shoppers, as I know it happened once before where a seller figured out it was my secret shopper, because they were like, oh, you were the first order. And so he thought it ended up being my secret shopper, but he asked me if it was my secret shopper. And I was like, no. 3 of his $50 bags. Yeah, I'll have to look at it. But the problem is generally if you buy, a $50 bag versus a $150 bag, the $150 bag has a better odds in most sellers, good sellers anyway, of having bigger gold. And I always like the bigger gold. So, it's more fun to pan out finer gold, but I do like the bigger gold. Tell him to charge you 20 more. I'm sure he wouldn't mind doing that. Hey, B. Greenie, how's it going? Can't wait until May. Yeah, these Australian Paydirts are just not working out the way I thought they would. So far it sucks is that the very first one I did has the highest ROI I think I found. And that was the cheapest bag. I've been doing the reviews based on how much they were cost. And I have 3 more that are much higher priced. And I just shot one of them's coming out for Saturday. And I'm not going to, spiel it, but, I really need some higher ROIs, especially since I'm not calculating in shipping. I really need to get an 80% ROI, 85% ROI, somewhere around there. Just bought the Gold Bay bundle. Yeah, I was going to buy some Gold Bay the other day when I saw his little 5% discount. But I just spent a ton of money on Paydirt. I just bought another 2 months worth of Paydirt. And I was like, if I buy more of his Paydirt, it's just going to sit on my shelf. I've got one of his 3-gram bags that's been sitting on my shelf for, 2 months because I'm not going to, it's just for me to pan out. So, hey, Ted Sharp, Josh Freeling, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's always better to get a few pickers. That's why, you can't really buy multiple bags. It was one of the things I was worried about when I did the Lynch Mining versus Lynch Mining. I was worried that I would get, a couple really big pieces of gold in the Supremo bag as opposed to the regular bags, which I don't think anyone has ever found any big gold in just the original bags. Thomas 907. I haven't reviewed Kenai in a while. I've been looking at them. I think we talked about them last live show. I'm just not a fan of his shipping. His shipping just kills me. Every time I look at his website, I just get killed by the shipping. How it's just lumped in. If you buy $100, you pay X amount. So I actually got 2.3 gram and 3.5 gram $100 miners. That's not bad. I know that's why I really want to go back to Miners Depot. Yeah, this Australian Paydirt hasn't been very good. You know, the one thing that's really disappointing to me in this Australian Paydirt is the gold. One of the things I really like about Australian Paydirt or Australian gold is, you know, it kind of has a lot of it has that crystalline look to it, and none of this has had it so far. You know, it's still Australian gold, so it's technically a higher carat, and it is Australian gold, so, but it's not going the way I wanted it to go, that's for sure. I knew, you know, it was kind of thing where, you know, I guess if you live in an area that has tons of gold where you just walk in your backyard, kick a rock, and there's a, you know, a 2-pound nugget underneath that rock, you know, people tend to not want to buy stuff, you know, so why make Paydirt, you know? I don't know. I'm hoping for better, though. Like I said, I still got 4 bags to go through. 3 or 4. I don't remember. I can't really. My shelf's kind of jumbled up right now. Where's the best place to pick up a 4-ounce vial? I don't know. Honestly, I've never bought any vials. So one of my, you know, friends sent me like a box full of, and then I had a whole bunch of those ones like, you know, I got a whole bunch of these in, the ones that are all sealed, and I'm down to my last 2. And I was looking for some more of those, but I can't find any of those because I like those where they have the protector because I have dropped them a few times. So, and again, if anyone missed it, tonight we're going to be going through a bag from Western State Minerals. One of my favorite low-priced bags of Paydirt. It's $30 shipped. Guaranteed a third a gram of gold. So if you ever want a cheap bag of Paydirt, they're pretty good. I've yet to see them raise or lower the prices. I think my original review with them was over 2 years ago, and I think gold was probably like $42 when I first reviewed them. Gold went all the way up to $62, and they stayed at $30 a bag. You know. Hey, Dean Taylor, do you have a go-to Paydirt supplier you don't have to mention name? If I'm just panning for me, there's only 3 companies I really go to, pretty much. It's either Lynch Mining, Gizmos Supreme, any of their Gizmos bags, Gold Bay, or Gold Nugget Sales. So, I mean, there could be some others on there. I really like, you know, Indiana Prospecting. I like Big Greenies. I like Vendetta. You know, Black Mass, Paydirt. There's a lot of new sellers out there. I just haven't actually been buying much for myself. I'm trying to cut through my stockpile of stuff I've had. So I like a lot of the new sellers are really good, you know, so. But generally, it's Gold Bay. If I buy a bag of Paydirt, generally it's Gold Bay because it's 3 pounds. And also, I forgot Vendetta Prospecting. Vendetta Prospecting, another really good one, too. So they have actually a whole bunch. It used to be 2 years ago, if you'd have asked me, my list would have been 2 sellers. Lynch Mining and Gold Bay. That was pretty much it. And Tom's Paydirt. You know, there wasn't as many sellers that were really good back then. What is the ship time on Lynch? Depends on the week. I don't know. You know, they used to be horrible. Lynch Mining used to be a month out. It would take them a month to actually drop your box off to the mail lady. But I guess it was last year they really picked up shipping. I was getting emails from people telling me, oh, their shipping's so good. It's, you know, next day they're dropping it off. And the last time I ordered, and it wasn't in my name, the last time I ordered, it went in the post office that day. So, and that was for 6 bags of Paydirt. But I've gotten a couple emails in the last 2 weeks. I think I've gotten 3 where people have said shipping looks like it's getting slow again. So, I don't know. It's becoming, yeah, that's why I've been trying to burn through all my Paydirt. I went through it all yesterday. I was clearing out my shelf for all this stuff. You know, all my mail call bags of Paydirt and stuff like that. So I'm not as bad as you, HD. I try to burn through it. So, but you know, it's my shelf is always packed because I'm always 2 months ahead on Paydirt to review. Northern Nevada Gold is a good one too. I like Northern Nevada Gold. I don't know why they're not always on my memory, that I don't remember them. They're actually a good seller. I've always done good with them. I've always gotten good ROIs with them. Hey, Rod Kurt, I do give away, making up more, but every month I give away Paydirt. That's the thing, is every month now it's Paydirt. What did I give away? What is it? 3, 6, 7, 8 bags. So it's like 8 bags a month. Do you want me to give away more than that? Because it's expensive adding gold to these bags of Paydirt. So, I mean, I know 7 of it goes to Patreon members or something like that, then 1 to the live show. But, because the problem is if I made more Paydirt, because I have a budget where I set, X amount of money that this channel makes towards future giveaways, a certain amount towards Paydirt to review, and a certain amount towards my monthly giveaways. So if I can't really dip into more anyway. So if I made more Paydirt, it would just mean less gold in each bag. So, and no one wants that. Jason G. Yeah, I don't know if they're slipping back to their old ways or whatnot. I can tell you, I do know I haven't talked to Rhett in like probably over a year. I know he's an extremely busy man. I mean, his family owns a winery. I know they just bought a new mine, but it was in California, I believe. But it wasn't for gold. It was some other, something to do with batteries. It was a lithium mine. They bought like a lithium mine or something like that. So to go start. John Henry. Yeah, I keep meaning to get to Aaron Gold. I'm probably not going to be able to get to him till June at the earliest. I'll have to try and find out. Dean Taylor. ROI is supposed to be return on investment, but when you do a return on investment, if you actually do it the correct way, it's supposed to show up as a negative number. So like negative 100 means you did really good, where if you said 100%, it isn't. So I just changed it to recovery of investment so people would understand this is what percentage of the money I'm recovering from my investment. So, hey, Neil Olson, FK Burnham, how's it going? Hey, TM. Yeah, I like Kenai Gold. I really enjoy it. I've never had any issues with Kenai Paydirt. I'm just not a fan of their shipping. It's just one of those things that turns me off. It's the same thing as where, if you go to a seller and you see like a $60 bag of Paydirt with 1 gram of gold, you're like, oh, this is such a good deal. Then you go to shipping and it's like $30. You're just like, oh, well, it's really not, a good deal because they're adding an extra 20 to shipping. So, I prefer if you review Paydirt. Well, that's what I do. Oh, are you talking about Rod Kurt? Are you talking about these? You can go on eBay. They're on eBay, and I think they're even on Amazon. And you just look up, look up 4 vial protector, gold vial protector. They're like $6, I think, each. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it's on eBay. I forget what they're called. Vial Vault. I think that's what they were called. If you just, I think, eBay Vial Vault, something will show up. So, all right, y'all ready to do some panning? Because I got to do an early show again tonight before my back gives out, so. Hey, Mr. Play the Slots. Oh, there's always going to be those people. There's always going to be people. I mean, like I said, I did a review not too long ago where somebody was ordering golden Paydirt in bulk. and then selling it and adding more gold to it, which didn't make any sense to me. I mean, you're better off just digging some dirt out of your backyard or something like that, you know. No matter where you live, there's a stream somewhere near you. I mean, you might have to drive for a half hour, but you go get a 5-gallon bucket of dirt out of a stream and add gold to it, you know. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? Hey, Bob, thank you for joining us. Late, but better late than never. So we're going to shoot to the overhead and start panning out some material. And again, we're doing some Western State Minerals gold, guaranteed a third of a gram of gold. And make sure you go to the pinned comment above so you can buy some. Looking for some new Paydirt. Well, I know Gold Nugget Sales just added in their 3-gram bags. That's new. And you're guaranteed a 1-gram nugget in it, so. I know, Carl. I haven't seen 3 Nuggeteers in a long time. And I just looked at their website after our last show and I was talking about it, and he still doesn't have any Paydirt up, so I don't know. Might be busy with life. You know, it's one of those things, you know, if you run out of stock, then you get busy. You're like, well, I just don't have time to put stock up, so. I don't have problems getting rid of the Paydirt. The problem is I just have a hard time shooting videos for it. Review it instead of giving it away. I only give away my Paydirt. And I'm not going to review my own Paydirt. That would be very one-sided. Oh, this is such an original idea. This is wonderful Paydirt. Such awesome Paydirt. Yes, I have done the 3-gram chunky Gold Bay bag. I think I reviewed that. I don't remember when, but I have done it before. I've gone through tons of Gold Bay. So, well, all right, everyone, give me a second. I'm going to get rid of my ugly mug, and we're going to go to some water. So, bam, there you go. Got the water all set up. Let me pop open my chat and everything. And again, I'm going through some genuine Colorado gold. And I want to thank Shane over at Clash Guitars because I saw one of his videos. That was the first time I ever saw this, was on one of Shane's videos. And like I said, it's one of my favorite cheap bags of Paydirt to go through. Or lower priced. I shouldn't always say cheap, but lower price. It's $30. Who was Monday? Monday was, what was that? DT, or that was Detected Dan. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the problems with some of these Paydirts is, you know, by me classifying it down, it makes it a little bit hard. You know, when you have bags that have like the 4 nuggets in there, you know, if the gold would have been awesome specimens. Oh, I don't know why there's stupid ads on here. Hey, Larry Douglas. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Sorry, my tablet won't pop open chat, so this is gonna suck. Joey Brown. Yeah, I understand why it would hurt your eyes to stare at this screen, having to look at my ugly mug the whole time. Yeah, I liked Music Man. That was a good one. I didn't like the aquarium gravel in it. No, he's a really good eBay seller, that's for sure. Trying to get these staples out of this bag. Need more bags for my collection. That's about the only thing I've gotten so far really good out of the Australian Paydirt is some really cool bags to add to my collection. So. Well, Rod Kurt, you're definitely beating me in collecting. So here we go. Let's see what we got here. I'm not going to classify this down. I don't remember it having any really chunky stuff in it. But another cool bag for my collection. Dump this in another little bag. Yeah, I like the Music Man's Paydirt. I'm just not a fan of the, you know, like I said, the little stones. Comes with a little vial. Didn't remember that, but there we go. Nothing big in here at all. Because I definitely don't need to screen this down. It hurts your eyes to stare at the chat screen. Yeah. You're just covering yourself up, man. We know what you meant. Hey, Wheezin' Geezer, how's it going? Heavy Metal Detective, how's it going? Philip Smith, Gary Leggett. And again, everyone, make sure you go to the top of chat and click the pinned comment so you can win whatever gold we find tonight. Unless you're Ken Whalen. Ken Whalen, you can't win because you won last week. There's nothing really big in here, but again, it's a, what is it, probably like an 8-ounce bag of Paydirt, which is good. You never want to get tons of big stuff in an 8-ounce bag. Check it with a magnet. All right. Here we go. There you go. Pretty good. Pretty good for such a small little bag. Now, you know all that stuff's going to stay clumped up, make it a pain later on. Hey, Rooted Prospecting. I'm going to definitely have to check that out. Yeah, some of these long videos to edit really suck. Sometimes I you know, especially on bad sellers. So like if I'm reviewing a normal seller, like say a good seller, if you take out the panning part, it's probably 20 minutes of me talking that I have to edit down besides mistakes. And I have to edit it down to about 5 minutes. But if it's a bad seller I'm really disliking, I will start talking and not shut up for, 30 minutes. And then I realize after I've shot the video, I have to edit all that down. And I forget which seller. It was one seller that really upset me. He ended up being like an hour of talking. First little bit of gold in there. Not too bad. Okay, Joseph Richard. I won't let anyone know you're here. Who are y'all all saying hi to? Joseph Richard's not here. So it sucks. I really wanted to watch Larson Prospecting just posted a new video, but he premiered it at the same time as my live show. And I wanted to check that out. He should have premiered it about an hour ago. Joseph Richard has left the building. Really clean stuff. That's definitely for sure. I should have stockpiled on this when gold was at 62. HD Chevrolet. Even making the emoticons might bring him back. We don't want that. I mean, I can ramble off a whole bunch that you'll get good ROIs from, Mr. Play the Slots. GoldNuggetSales.com. He's trying to compete with Gold Bay, so he's got really good bags of Paydirt right now. I don't think they're, I would prefer Gold Bay over them just for the dirt itself, not for the gold. But they're really good with an ROI. Vendetta Prospecting, really good. Black Mass Paydirt's really good. And then B Greeny. Indiana Prospecting Paydirt. I might have to look at that. I never looked at... I got in the bad habit of now I generally just look at the sales reviews, but I'm sure that's what he's doing. I mean, if he's buying a lot of Paydirt, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that do that. I mean, 90% of if you see a seller and they're selling out of Florida, odds are it's Paydirt they bought, and they're just trying to make some little extra money off of it. Mike H. just always goes to tacos. But I'll have to go look at that after the show. See who he's buying from. Because he's got a pretty decent ROI, so he's got to be buying from good sellers, to recoup his money. Especially with eBay, with its 10% fees. See, a nice little shiny in there. Cool bag. Depends on what kind of cool bag you're looking for. I think the coolest bag or container I've ever seen was the one from, Dorado Paydirt for like their 11 gram bag or 10 gram bag. That was one of the coolest ones I've seen, but their shipping is like a month out and it's, $600. $100% ROI bag. Yeah, I've got a bag of his coming in. I know one of my secret shoppers bought me a bag of it. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I got a bag. Oh my gosh, Black Mass. You even have other people pushing your sales now. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a huge problem if he's using other people's Paydirts for his base, but it just seems like it'd be unprofitable. He'd be better off just selling the gold, I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see who he's buying from. Now I'm curious. Cool bag is one that has gold. I agree. I collect the bags like these. I've got a pile of them. Because I just think they're cool little things to keep. But I don't think any I've ever gotten have been a huge ROI. Generally, if they're spending money on a bag means less gold. So, same thing with all the trinkets. When they add things like this and, shovels or all these other things that they add to bags, gems, it's taking away from the gold. Hey, JP, how's it going? Where's your partner in crime Benzo at tonight? King of coins. Just got some little bitty organics in it. Really fine organics. But pretty easy to pan. Now I don't. Now if sellers put good gems, I mean I tell everybody, Lynch Mining, the only bag I buy is the Gizmos because of the gems. But most sellers that have gems in their Paydirt, it's, you know, junk chips and aquarium gems and things like that. No real good ones, you know. You know, like if you bought some Montana Paydirt and found Montana Sapphires in it, that would be a good bag of Paydirt that I wouldn't mind finding the Sapphires because they're actually worth money. But at the end of the day, if you get a bag of Paydirt that's got 10 cents worth of gems, but you lost out on $5 worth of gold, it's not a good deal, you know. Black Mass, ever the salesman. XR put some real fire opals. I like opals. Opals are nice. That's why if you like opals, you should check out Jackie Scott's channel. If you want to see a really nice nugget, make sure you go check out HD Shovel Edge channel and look at the nice nugget that Gemstone Junie got. Who has Paydirt bags with opals in it? Nobody that I know of. I know there used to be one seller that used to sell opal Paydirt. Tommy Knockers, but he hasn't had it in a while. Well, the problem with that is if they had a faceted gem in a bag of Paydirt, it'd have to be, you know, sealed into something so it wouldn't get scratched. Nice little pile of gold. Looks like all the gold's in the same classification. You know. Hey, Jim, so yeah, I got a bag of... LXR sent me a bag of Paydirt, I think a 1/4 gram bag of Paydirt the other day. But I haven't bought any. He was just being a super awesome dude and sent me a bag. We had been talking back and forth. They were emailing. He sent me a bag of his Paydirt. I haven't gone through it yet. This Australia thing's got me way behind, having to put 2 reviews out a week. And since the results haven't been spectacular, it's hard to get motivated. Why do you want me to do the math? I don't want to do math while I'm trying to pan gold. But that's less than 50% ROI, I'm guessing. I don't know what's gold. 55 right now, somewhere around there. Is that $16.50 worth of gold? You just don't tell her when you buy Paydirt. I'm really hoping so too, John. I still got, like I said, I've done, 3 reviews so far? I can't even keep track now. And I've got 4 more reviews coming up, so I'm really excited about one of them. One of them, we're at 2. One, I'm pretty sure will be a decent ROI, I'm hoping. But the other one, I'm really excited about. And that's going to be the last one. It just sucks this pandemic has really messed up where most of these sellers won't sell anymore. You know, and the ones that will, so far haven't had the best ROIs. I mean, so far, my best ROI was from Aussie Paydirt, and they won't ship. The other 2 will ship, and their ROIs were lower. No rush, Carl, no rush. I'm not a big fan of copper Paydirt. It's good for kids. See, the thing is, though, is so far I think the only copper Paydirt I've seen has been from Kenai. And it's such a small bag of Paydirt. It's like 4 ounces. And I think, you know, if anyone that buys copper Paydirt, it's for your kids. Because, you know, I used to do this with my kids when they used to pan with me. Is you'd give them Paydirt, and I'd get like a 1 gram nugget and put it in there. Because everything else, they'll blow through their pan. If you've ever seen a kid pan, they're going crazy with it. So I used to buy 1 gram nuggets and put it in there. And then just every time we'd pan, I'd put the same nugget back in there so they could pan it out. So I think with a copper bag, you need like 3 pounds. So you can just keep dumping it in their pan and they can, you know, go crazy and still find copper. But with a 4 ounce bag and 8 ounce bags, you'll just burn through it too quick with a kid. John, yeah, I mean, I love Aussie Paydirt. I just wish the ROIs were better. It's more of like a treat than, you know, a treasure. It's not something you will be able to buy every month. Girl. Well, copper might be cheap, but copper nuggets aren't. Finding copper nuggets, I actually have a supplier somewhere. I actually have a bag of copper nuggets somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. But I have like a pound of small copper nuggets from Michigan. And I have another bag from Arizona ones too. So, I mean, I guess Lynch has a bag of Paydirt with copper in it too, but it's gold and copper. So, and I think you only find like 1 or 2 pieces of copper in the whole thing. I could see that king of coins, but when you first start panning, generally people go crazy. And I think the idea behind why people started selling strictly copper Paydirt was so kids could find big chunks of stuff. And it's a big difference when you go through an 8 ounce bag that's got gold in it because you're trying to go slow. But if everything was, you know, the size of this, you could pan through it really quickly and not miss anything. Fake crab meat. I never liked that fake crab meat. Ugh, not a fan. Gold and silver Paydirt. I don't think there's anyone selling. I mean, they have Paydirts that have silver in it, but it's almost always silver shot, which is just a real pet peeve of mine. Silver shot sucks. I think somebody last time we were talking about this said they were going to start putting real silver in it. Who was that? Now I can't remember. Somebody was going to have some real... Because if it's not real silver, then I don't think I know of any seller. I mean, they have a lot of sellers that have silver and gold in their paper, but it's always silver shot that I can think of. Anyone have a Dogecoin? Nope, don't even know what that is. Is that the fake money? Like Bitcoin? Hold on, missed something in chat. What did they say? Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a mail call for the LXR Paydirt. I actually went through and sorted through all my mail call stuff the other day, because I need to go through it all. Once this Australia month's over, I'll be able to catch up on all my mail calls, hopefully. That one piece just does not want to stay at the top. Oh, yeah. No, I don't buy into that fake money stuff. Bitcoin and all that. I know Shane is really big on that. I know crypto is real, but it's not real because it's not governed by anybody. I mean, how much was it when that, what was it, I guess like 3 years ago, where the holding company that was holding all that crypto, all the money was gone? It was like $100 million disappeared overnight, and nobody had to pay it back. If a bank folded with $100 million in it, somebody would pay it back. That's why I'm not a fan of crypto. There's zero backing. Furnace is going off. Must be getting cold. Yeah, Sean Sparks, it's funny. As soon as he did that sale, 5%, I went to go buy a nugget from him, because he had like the 4 mesh, you'd get a 2-gram nugget. So I was going to go buy one of those, and it was only $5 off. And I had to text him. I was like, dude, you messed up your own sale. It's like, you're only giving 5% off. $5 off, not 5%. All right, I need to add something to get this stuff floating. But yeah, I thought about that. I sent the email to one of my friends. I was like, dude, now's the time to buy one of their really big bags with 5% off. I just don't like crypto because it's zero backing. I mean, one of these big crypto banks or whatever they are, I don't really know all the ins and outs of it. It could have $20 trillion in it. It could disappear tomorrow, and there's nothing anyone would do about it. It'd just be like, oh, wow, so sad, too bad. You know, I don't think it's a horrible idea, you know, especially with all these little ones. If you bought $100 worth of them each and said, okay, I'm just going to buy $100 and sit on the key someday, you know, 20 years down the road, they might be worth something. Or you might end up like that guy in, what is it, in England, who has like, I forget how much he bought, but he's got like $8 million worth of Bitcoin, and he lost the hard drive on his computer in a dump. And he's been suing the city in London somewhere in England, I think, where he's been suing, trying to get permission to go dig up the junkyard to look for his like $8 million worth of Bitcoin. Sean Sparks. Yeah, you just got to wait till Tesla says he likes something, you know. I mean, that's the joke right there, too, is you know Tesla is only talking about the Dogecoin because he was trying to jack up the prices and he could sell all his. He wasn't saying buy Doge because he was about to buy more. He was trying to unload some of his. Yeah, Gary, legit. I know there's lots of times where people have lost their codes, and that would suck. I'm horrible at losing stuff. I'd have to put it in my safe on a USB drive or something. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll buy a couple $100 of different kinds for my kids, put it on thumb drive. So when I pass away, they get to try and figure out if it's worthless or worth anything. Yes, some good shiny gold in here. And it just wants to float. Some of these pieces, it's like the same 3 pieces are just driving me crazy tonight. There we go. More of that. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't really buy into the crypto. I don't buy stocks, things like that. You know, the problem with a lot of that stuff is really rich people can fix things. Like I remember when my mom, I mean, this was probably, I don't know, 20 years ago. She had a ton of Apple stock. And she was trying to diversify her portfolio. And she was trying to buy, I forget what it was. It was some Mexican food chain. And she wanted to buy into it. So she wanted to sell like 10% of her Apple stock. And of course, the broker she was with convinced her to sell 50% of her Apple stock and buy into a different Mexican restaurant. And then the Mexican restaurant she wanted doubled in price in like a month. And the one that she picked, or he picked for her, filed for bankruptcy and went under. And then like a month later, Apple stock doubled. So she lost a ton of money. And that's why she just sold all her stocks. She called them up, sold all her stocks, and bought gold. So now she's got gold buried in her yard somewhere in Louisiana. Can't tell if that's gold or not. We'll put that one there because that might be gold. Really dirty gold. So, all right. I think that's about it. Can y'all see that? There you go. It is guaranteed 1/3 of a gram, so I'm guessing it's about that. I will post tomorrow on Patreon, and anyone can see it. It'll be an open post on exactly how much gold I found. Jason G. Yeah, never buy Amazon. Yeah, that would have been a bad deal 10 years ago. Wonder how. No smart people have gold buried in their yard. I made my mom dig it up after she told me she'd buried it in her yard. I made her dig it up. Because especially in some areas, everything moves underground. So if you bury something in one spot, it'll move up to 6 inches every year. So that's why there's so much lost treasures, because people go back and dig it up later and it's not where they thought it was. It's a nice little pile of gold there. And again, I will post the actual results. I'll weigh it up tomorrow. And I'll post it on my Patreon. Anyone can view that. But it was guaranteed 1/3 of a gram, so it's a minimum of that. I have my gold locked inside my pinball machine. Actually, the only gold I have is that one really awesome nugget that everyone put together for me. And that's sitting on my desk. So if anyone ever breaks in, they're pretty much going to get that instantly. I did take a picture of it, though, and send it to my insurance company. So hopefully somebody does break in and steal it one day. And then gold have, be at like $1,200 a gram or something ridiculous like that. But yeah, never bury anything in the yard. That's why pirates lost their treasures all the time. They'd bury stuff and come back and it wouldn't be there because it had moved over 2 feet. Then you start thinking, oh, well, somebody came back and stole it, and then they kill them. So, all right, let me shrink down the gold pick. Make y'all look at my ugly mug. Look at the gold for a little bit. So there you go. What? Why is there no likes on my video? Let me go check this out. Only 64 likes, 105 people. Maybe I won't give away the gold tonight. See, I could be mean. Maybe I should start making it a minimum. If we don't get to 100 likes, I don't give away the gold. How about we try that? Was there actually a thumbs down too? I didn't even see. 2 thumbs down. Oh my gosh. Crazy people tonight. Tonight's double the meanness. Ugh. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, let me open up my chat again. Well, good luck finding that, Thomas. You can't even go metal detecting for it because all the car parts that have probably sunken in the ground. Hey, LXR, not much. And Dreamer Flax says it gone. Yeah, I don't think, honestly, thieves generally don't look around in like very open places. They look for safes and things like that. And I have a safe. It's got nothing in it but papers. So they'll steal that thinking there's something in it, And that's fine. That's all papers that can be replaced if they had to. Be a pain, but, Josh Freely. Hey, Anthony Waite. Thanks for joining in. Hide it in the cat litter. No. I don't really have, honestly, most of the gold I ever have is down here in the room. I put it all in here. There's nothing really in here right now. But it's empty after last month, and I've been doing Australian Paydirt. Which is that. So, and I don't think any thief's going to come in here. They're not going to go in the basement looking for anything, so my goal to be safe. I don't think anyone would do that. Hey, Bob's Pistols and Paydirt. Where'd you get Tom's Gold Dirt from? Everyone keeps talking about Tom's Gold Paydirt. And he went out of business. Yeah, TM. Yeah, everything moves. That's why, like in Louisiana, since it's below sea level, it moves more. Like I think in Louisiana, things can move like 12 inches a year. So that's why all the graves, most of the graves are above ground. So everybody's dead bodies wouldn't move all around. Hey, Daniel Kerfman, how's it going? Let me go see. What is going on here? We're up to 81 now. So we're close. When we get to 100, that's when we'll give it away. So there you go. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button so I can start giving away some gold tonight. And it's all in that shiny little pan. See? Right there. See? Right there. Shiny pan. Floor safe in the basement. Yeah, I should probably do that one day. Well, except for it's a basement, and then it would have to be a waterproof safe. So, did you see Flower Gold Windows got broken into? No, I haven't. I didn't see that. Maybe I did. Maybe I saw the thumbnail and didn't pay attention. Yeah, I've seen a couple people got robbed. That's one of the things that sucks about doing things like this. People know where you live because they'll say, "Oh, what's your address? I'm gonna send you something." Then they know your address. Hey, Snakes, how's it going? Yeah, that's my safe is all I have in it is paperwork, house stuff and kid stuff and insurance stuff. That's about it. Social Security cards. Even though I don't know why I keep my Social Security card in there. I've got like 8 illegals in New Jersey using my Social Security card. So, hey, Bubba and Sons Outdoor Adventures. Thank you. I'm so excited still to be painting up the Aussie Paydirt. I wish it was better material. I mean, the material hasn't been horrible. It's just the gold. But I've still got 4 more reviews to go, so we'll see. I am going to probably shoot a video, a recap of all of them. So at the end, like a little 10-minute video just about which one I thought of all of them total. I don't worry about that. I'm not one of those people. Look, I grew up in Louisiana, and when I grew up as a kid, we lived in an absolutely horrible neighborhood. I mean, horrible neighborhood, but my mom was a hippie. So at night, we had our door open because we didn't have air conditioner a lot of times, and we'd have our doors open with just a screen door. So when I go to the store, I don't lock my door. I generally just leave it unlocked. I don't worry about stuff like that. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. You can put 20 deadlocks on a door, and they'll, kick down a window or just bash your door in. So, if somebody really wants to steal from you, they're going to steal from you. So I just don't worry about that, I don't lock my car. Not that anyone would ever steal my car, but, They don't pay me anything. They pay me nothing. And and it was funny too, is because when I filed for disability, that was one of the big things that we thought was going to block me from getting disability. Was at the end of the year, it showed that I made like $1.1 million. And I was like, no. And then we were, once we talked to the judge and he sorted through that and realized that it was a whole bunch of people in New Jersey, because that's where all the taxes were showing up. And then it couldn't be me because I couldn't be working at 8 different places or have 8 names and stuff like that. But we were really hoping it would help when I hit retirement age, that they would see that all that money, because they're paying tax on it. I will say one thing, they're paying tax on all that money. But the government knows. They're like, oh, somebody stole Dylan's Social Security number, so we're just going to keep that money. We're not going to refund it to them. We're not going to do anything. But you know what the sad thing is? All 8 of those people, because I've seen their tax numbers, because if I look up my Social Security number, it'll show, all work for Target. Every one of them. They all work at the exact same Target warehouse in New Jersey. So Target's really on the up and up when they say, oh yeah, we got 8 employees using the exact same Social Security number. That's okay. Yeah, my safe is, whew. I haven't moved my safe since I moved here. I wouldn't want to. It's one of those giant fireproof safes. A locked door will keep an honest person honest. Well, yeah, but if they're honest, even if the door's unlocked, they wouldn't. Hey, Arx Paydirt, I've never seen you comment before. I didn't see it earlier. I saw some people saying hi to you, but I didn't see your thing. So, how's it going, Arx Gold? If I don't see the chat, then I miss it. Chat's too fast for me sometimes. But I've never seen you ever say, especially not any of my comments. So, I saw you, what was it, last week maybe, and I thought I said hi. Hey, Josh Frilling, it's them looking underneath the table. They needed 8 employees, and, it's a warehouse job. So I'm sure it's some menial job that nobody else wanted to do. So when they said, oh, I have a cousin that'll come work, but he happens to have the same Social Security number as me. And they said, oh, yeah, bring him in. Then they needed someone else. So I agree, Joseph Richard. I think that's horrible. I'm going to have to go check it out and look about Flower Gold Wizards. Yeah, their hiring practices suck. Hey, Joshua Ortiz, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing good tonight, you and your wife. And that's awesome you got in the package. Louisiana boys are slow. I can tell you that. I know. Rooted prospecting. See, rooting prospecting says he never seen you before, Arcs. Yeah, Tom decided to close. I mean, he's still around on what's he around? He's still shooting videos and stuff like that, but he had to stop doing Paydirt, so which sucks. Thank you, Guido. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But you already did that at the beginning of the show, so I guess you're doing it at the beginning and the end. Well, and thank you for joining the show, Ark. And Amethyst Angel, how are you? Good to see you tonight. I saw you changed your icon up the other day. Oh, Josh Ortiz, you should know by now. This is 41 shows we've done now. 41 shows. This is show number 41. Every time Thursday at 7 o'clock Central. Never change. I haven't moved them to Wednesdays or Fridays. Always Thursday. Always same time because it makes it easy for me to know to get up and get stuff done. It's New Jersey because that's where I was born. So I was born in New Jersey. So obviously they got my social security number somewhere in New Jersey. I mean, it's not a coincidence that all the people who have stolen my social security number are all in New Jersey. So I'm sure there's some crooked person working at the Social Security office in New Jersey that's just handing out Social Security numbers. You know, you get one person in there and they just start selling Social Security numbers $20 a pop. Larry Chauncey, that's a good one. Now that sucks, Sean Sparks. Hopefully they catch him. Hey, Dan Roten, thank you very much. I'm glad it helped. Good Paydirt. We were talking about it earlier tonight. What do I do as a main job? I don't have a job. I'm disabled currently. Probably 3 more surgeries, then I'll be fixed, but then I'll be like 63 by the time they finish doing all the surgeries and I've recouped from them. And then they'll say go to work, so. Awesome to hear, Amethyst Angel. And it's Bryce here. Hey, Bryce, how's it going? So let me check. Are we up to 100 likes yet? Oh, we're at 94. Come on, we got 6 more likes we need so we can give away some gold. So 6. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. And then make sure you go to the pinned comment above and leave a comment so we can give away tonight's gold. Except for Ken Whalen. He's ineligible tonight, so. If you pick my comment, you'll see I was a little busy. All right. Yeah, I haven't been to New Jersey since I was 2, something like that. I was just born there. And then we moved down south to Louisiana. So I consider myself born and bred in Louisiana. So that's it. No like, no free gold. Hey, CJ Hayes, how's it going? Thank you for coming in, CJ. Late. No worries about that, Dan Riley. No worries about that. I don't even know if Patreon really has a way to keep track of seniority. I guess it does, sort of. I mean, Patreon is not really set up well for keeping track of stuff. I wish they were better, but. And thank you, CJ. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you can't hit the like button twice. It just undoes your like. I got no problem with them taking my social security card number. I mean, I don't care. It didn't bug me any. They're not opening credit cards or anything else like that. They're just doing it to work. So, you know. All winners that did not hit the like are ineligible. There you go. Yeah, there you go. We were talking about your mystery Paydirt earlier. Dan, somebody else mentioned that you had a mystery bag up. You only made a comment, but you didn't hit the like thumb. That's okay. That's okay. I normally don't worry about the thumbs up and all that, but I figured it was entertaining. Mr. Play. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving away free gold. Doesn't guarantee you'll be a winner, but it helps if you like it. Yeah, they didn't steal my full name. Just a social security number so they can work. And I mean, if somebody's going to steal your social security number, that's probably the best thing they could do is work, is put into the economy, pay tax, and they're paying taxes on it, you know. They're not just, using my social security number to try and steal, to file fake tax returns or open credit cards and, max them out and then never pay them. They're just doing it so they can work. So, and since they know it's a stolen social security number, they can't file taxes on it. So whatever Target takes out from them is just going straight to the government. So, hey, Benzo Gold, how's it going? Made it out of the woods. That's good. And how's the wife doing, Josh? Is she feeling better yet? And Ken Carbon, how's it going? Yeah, I see we made 100 likes. We'll definitely be giving away that gold over here. It's over here, right? Yeah, right there. We'll be giving that gold away. Everyone wants your gold. Yep. Yeah. But then they have to make sure if you leave a comment, once I pull that name, you have till the end of the show to post in chat or you lose the gold. Then it goes in my pocket. Pay your child support. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would be doing something good. Like, I was hoping they would be like, when I first saw that they took my social security number, I was like, oh, well, maybe they'll open a couple credit cards but pay them and be decent and get my credit rating up higher, but they're just using it to work. That's it, Justin. Hey, Justin, how's it going? And thank you again, Guido. Thank you very much. And it's going pretty well. I'm over 100 likes, so. No, I don't think they even care. It's funny, Derek. If you actually went, because when it first happened, I was like, well, I'm going to get a new social security number and just end all this. The government wouldn't even give me a new social security number. They said, no, that's not how it works. They said, we'll just let everyone use your social security number. So. Well, that sucks, Josh. That's the way it generally works. When one person's feeling good, the other one's down. So. Hey, Mark Miller, we're glad at that. Montana Treasure Hunter. No, Montana Treasure Hunter, it doesn't work that way. That's even my lawyer thought that. He thought for sure that by them putting money into it, it would help me out on not only my disability, but towards my retirement age. But it doesn't. The government knows that they're illegal. So they just set it aside and say nobody gets this money. The government's smart when it comes to taking money. They're smart when it comes to tax stuff for poor people. Now, they're not so smart when you're, a billionaire and you open your company and say it's headquartered in like New Zealand or somewhere. They're not smart about that. Mark's Gold, yeah, taxes is ridiculous. If you're under a millionaire, taxes are ridiculous. If you can't, once you make $1 million. Guido's, any spots left in Patreon? I don't know. I haven't looked in a while. I think there was one. There should be. I think there's 3 spots open. But I think there are some spots open. There are some spots open left on Patreon. I can go check real quick. We'll do that and I'll set everything up and make sure everything is ready for the goss so we can give away that gold tonight. All right, let's see. Let's see how many Patreon spots are open. I'm always on Patreon, but it doesn't show me unless I actually go to a certain place. Oh, there's one spot remaining. Why is there only one spot remaining? One spot remaining in the $25 one. But at the end of the month, there'll probably be 2 spots or 3 spots. Mr. Play, that's it. No, I don't even bother, Derek. I don't even look at any of it. I have my credit report that I get, through my credit card company, and nothing they do changes it. So, and again, they couldn't do anything really to me anyway. I mean, I'm on disability, so, my credit rating sucks. So the only thing they could do is improve my credit rating. If they opened any credit cards or anything else, they could only improve it. So, Yeah. Well, like I said, it's from New Jersey. They're all in New Jersey, which tells me they bought and I haven't been to New Jersey since I was 2. So it's not like, I was there and working or doing anything else and somehow they stole my info over online or something like that. Somebody in New Jersey sold them my social security number, and the only people that would know my social security number in New Jersey is a government branch. So that means somebody working somewhere in New Jersey is selling social security numbers. So yes, Bryce Padell. I limited the number of patrons to 100. I think it's, 96 or something like that, Patreon members. So just because I can only make X amount of income with the IRS, and it just makes it easier on me. I mean, I'm not doing this to get 10,000 Patreon members and buy a fancy house and a fancy car or anything like that. I just need X amount to buy Paydirt, do giveaways. And if I keep these numbers, then I know every month I can get this amount of gold in and buy this amount of gold to do for gauze and things like that. Yeah, Rod Kurt, disability, I would rather not get into that. Disability in this country, I think, is an actual joke. I think I read a statistic somewhere where probably 40% of the people that are on disability is for like drug abuse or alcoholism and things like that. And that's just, to me, it is crazy. Jason G, I just explained it, Jason G. I don't want the problem is once you make X amount of money, like the more you make, I have to take it off for taxes, too. So if somebody, for example, if somebody bought a $100 club membership, I send them $50 worth of Paydirt every month. 25 goes towards Paydirt and 25 goes towards a future GAW. But I have to deduct all that from my taxes. And it just makes it easier if I just have a set number of people. So, hey, Klesh does that now, too. I saw after a while ago, Klesh just put a number on his, too. He put a cap on his, so. Thank you, Richard Harris. Thank you very much. Yeah. I mean, disability, once you get disability, it's not too bad, but the stupid wait is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't like the whole idea behind the back pay, where you file and then you wait 2 years and you get back pay. Because, if you're a drug addict living on the streets, what do you care if you wait in 2 years to get approved? And then you just go get 20 grand worth of crack and smoke it all and die. But then they give you no free insurance. The whole thing is they should only give you insurance. I think they should just give you insurance, like perfect insurance too. No co-pays, no nothing. If you say I'm disabled, for me example, if they would have 2 years, as soon as I filed my disability, if they would have said, hey, it's your knees, your back, your shoulders, all these things, you get free insurance, go get them replaced. I'd probably, not have had to file for disability. I'd have said, okay, let me get my free, replacements. I'd have told them replace everything all at once. I'd have said, give me 6 months. I'll get all 4 joints replaced at once. Get some, spinal fusions and things like that. And then 2 years later, I wouldn't have to go to court and get approved for disability. So, Yeah, it's, some people, Josh, I know one of my friends and one of my mom's friends got approved in 3 months, and he got approved for being overweight. So, I mean, like really overweight, like my 600-pound life overweight. So, but and it's funny too, is because when we were originally going to file in Louisiana, but then we moved here. And Louisiana, it's a lot easier. It also depends on where you live. Like, what was that? I think Alaska. I think I was looking at Alaska has the highest rate of, or it might be the lowest rate. Alaska is either the highest or the lowest rate of approvals. Yeah, Justin, good luck with it. Definitely get a lawyer. That's the one piece of advice I could tell anyone who files for a disability. Have a lawyer with you. It makes it so much easier. So, because when I filed, I got denied and had to go for a lawyer. And then once I went and hired a lawyer, it went through like easy, That's it. We could rebuild them. We have the technology. I mean, right now we're talking about replacing my right shoulder, but it's 6 months rehab where it's a sling. It's not just where you can't use it and it's tough. You have to wear a sling for 6 months, and I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to pan. I've been trying to pan left-handed, so. Hey, Dean Taylor. I make Miller Prospecting Paydirt every single month. First Thursday of the month is Miller Prospecting Paydirt. I just give it away, though. So tune in first Thursday every month, and you could win some. Yeah, that's the sad part, Josh, is they can't fix everything, unfortunately. Carl Odoy, yeah, that's what'll happen if I can't get fixed in time. Once I get old enough, they'll just every time I say Alaska, okay, Alaska. Yeah, that's what'll happen to me is my number will change, which is gonna suck because I don't know. I kind of messed myself up with disability, so Yeah, you can always change your Patreon membership. It doesn't matter about the numbers. That's why a lot of times my numbers are kind of skewed. So like if I think I have a maximum of 96, but it shows 97 and one spot open, is because people change. So if you're a $5 member and the $25 tier is taken up, you can still change to 25. It lets you do that. So yeah, Michael Henderson. It's when we went to my last court, it was if I didn't get it, I would have just gave up and went and just started taking tons of meds to push through work. Oh yeah, everyone knows it's that's how it works. It's like when I hired my lawyer, the day we went into court, he told me, he said, look, the judge is gonna prorate because what happened is I had filed, it was I think 2.5 years that it took me to get approved. And he said, you're gonna get 1.5 years of back pay. We're not gonna give you the full 2.5 years of back pay. You're gonna get 1.5 years, and then that's it. And he said, are you okay with that? And I said, yes, of course. And then we went in the judge's room, and guess what the judge said? 1.5 years back pay. Mysterious that they were synced in the mind without actually having talked during the court case. And I was like, yeah, I'll take 1.5 years back pay. I don't mind losing a year's back pay. I just wanted the insurance. I mean, I did the disability mostly for the insurance. So that's it, Ken Carbon. They just don't want to pay back pay. That's the whole thing about it is people that get stuck and denied, they don't want to pay your back pay. That's why they don't want to do it. That's why I think they should just get rid of the back pay and give better insurance. It sucks if you go 2 years and you get further in debt and things like that. But then later on, like right now, if I go to a doctor, I go to tons of specialists, I still have to pay. But if they got rid of all the copay and everything else, every month I could pay off part of my old debt if every month I wasn't paying $200 towards doctors. So Yes, Guido. So, all right, let's go give away some gold. I've been sitting down long enough. So let's give away some gold. Let me get rid of, and it's going to be the gold right here. So can't really see it too well, but we're going to get that off the screen right now. There you go. Boom. And let's go. Let me make sure everything's all set. If you haven't left a comment, you got about 10 seconds to leave a comment. Let me go make sure all the comments are being approved. Yeah, they all got approved this time. I didn't even have to check, which is good because I hadn't checked. So let's shrink down the ugly mug. Hey, Draco's Dragon. How's it going? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. But yeah, well, one of the problems is once you get to a point, you can't even really, you'll get your check, because that's what one of my problems was, is I had a lot of money saved up. I had sold off on my company. I'd sold off my comic book collection, things like that. I sold off pretty much everything I owned before I was going to file for disability because I didn't want to file for disability. And then I spent 3 years just hanging out and, going to doctors and trying all these meds and doing things, but not working and not filing for disability. So then when I finally filed for disability, my check was $600 less than it should be because they go by the last 5 years of your work history. And 3 of those years, I had zero income because I was just living off of savings, trying not to be a burden on society. So, and I didn't see it, just Joseph. I think, and color of gold pans is just based on what you see better. I like green sometimes and I like blue sometimes. It depends on what color they are. So, all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug and give away some gold. So there we go. Ugly mug shrunk down. And it really depends. It doesn't always, the contrast isn't always the same. I read an article about it where people who see things contrast colors. It really depends on your eyes. Some people have different contrasts. So that's why some people use pink pans, because to them, gold pops out more to them on pink pans. Me, I couldn't see it. I hated it. Hey, Daniel Caldman. Hey, Derek. Yeah, well, I would have preferred if I didn't have to live 3 years off of savings. And it was, I was living at, my mom had a condo. So I was living in a condo free for 3 years. So we had no, rent or anything else like that. All we had was food and, electricity and stuff like that. So, and it was still scraping by. So, and that was at the time, that's when my ex-wife was going to nursing school at the same time. So we just struggled for 3 years, but, then we moved to Indiana and, I got approved eventually. So, but all right, let's give away some stuff. Well, all right, CJ, let's give away this gold now. Put a link in here. Let's fetch. And again, as always, YouTube or any of its affiliates have nothing to do with this God. This is 100% on me, by me, for you. So, all right, let's go. Anything goes. Winner must comment in chat before the end of the show, which is about 6 minutes from now. 116 comments. Let's pick a winner. Ranky's Carnage Crew Gold and Silver. I hope everyone can read that. Good luck to everybody, even my fiance that does not want to post because she knows whatever she wins would go to me. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Well, I mean, she might as well. Maybe she could keep it. You never know. So congratulations, Rinkies. You do have to post a comment before the end of the show. So thank you very much. And now that means ugly mug time. Oh, and Cat's going crazy. He wants to know who won the gold. Rinky's Carnage Crew won it. All right. So maybe one of my mods will tell me if I missed his comment because I don't want to scroll back through it. So we'll give him a minute. Yeah, sometimes Draco's Dragon. Sometimes it takes me a while to see somebody's name because it'll pop up just once. If you're not like constantly chatting, I won't see something. And a lot of times though, I don't even see the people's chat. It'll be generally somebody else saying hi. They'll be like, "Hi, Benzo," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess Benzo's here." Hey, Native Warrior, how's it going? No, Mo Coop, it wasn't you. I will have to go back and look through that because a couple people said they put some interesting comments. So I'll definitely have to go back and look through them tonight. I know, where's Rinky? I know, maybe he isn't here. We'll find out. He's got a few minutes here. I'll let the cat in now. What? What? No, go away. You can't jump up. It was funny. I was watching Paydirt Getaway's video earlier, and his cat was drinking his panning water, too. He made a giant mess, though. My cat does it, too. He loves to drink the panning water, so. I like to watch. I prefer watching the panning, too, so. From Tiger King. I never watched Tiger King. It was on my list to watch, but I never got to. And see, he's here. He's just got bad internet. That's okay. So, Rinky, make sure you email me. I will put my email here. So I can send you off the gold. Oh, cat decided to come up anyway. Sit. Sit. If you're going to be here, you guys sit and behave. Yes, I saw he's here. Thank you very much, everybody. So that means he will be ineligible for the rest of this month to win anything, but anyone who wins in 1 month are ineligible for the rest of the month, but then after that, they're eligible the following month. Yeah. I don't know. He loves panning water. Like when I'm finished with this panning water, I'll go sit in the bucket and I always catch him sticking his nog in it. I don't know why. He won't drink out of his water bowl, though. He's just crazy. No worries, King of Coins. No worries. I'll send you something. No. I'll figure out something. I don't let him drink it. I try to avoid him. That's why I keep this door locked so he can't get in here. Because otherwise he knocks over my gold and drinks the water. So I've just caught him a few times, like, where I'm doing a show like this, he'll jump up there and try to drink it. And I have to try and shoo him away while I'm doing a live show. So. Oh, he's right here. See? Big old baby. That's what he is. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's shy. Look at the camera. He's a big old baby. That's what he is. But he loves me. So he's a good cat. He's just very needy. When we got him, he was a kitten and he got really, really sick. I mean, he had just been so he's a rescue cat because a pit bull killed his mom and all of the other babies. He was the only one that survived. So we got him from a rescue place and he got really, really sick the day we got him. And I had to the little, whatever they're called, the little dropper, feed him milk out of a dropper for like 4 days. And we thought he was going to pass away, but he made it through it. Now he just latched on to me like nothing else. Anybody else he doesn't care about. He just has to be around me. So, because I'm the one that gave him his milk. Because I gave you your medicine and your milk and kept you alive. Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much. Yeah. He's a good cat, though, huh? Yeah. All right. Now go play. Go play. Go play for just a minute. And I'll come upstairs. Ah, you got fur all over me. Only thing I don't like about cats is their fur. I need to brush them this weekend, So, all right, everybody. I think I'm going to get out of here. Oh, well, no matter. He wants to put more fur on me. But make sure I do have a video coming out. What is it, Saturday? I will have another Australian Paydirt coming out Saturday, and then another one Monday, and then we'll be doing another live show next Thursday. I have no idea what I'm going to pan out, though. I'm almost out of Paydirt. Maybe we'll do some yellow pans next week. I have some yellow pans, Paydirt. Maybe we'll do some yellow pans next week. So, but I hope everyone has a really good weekend. I will be the winner. Rinkies, your gold probably won't go out until Monday because I generally don't do anything on the weekend except with my kids. So, oh, that sucks, Mad Hatter. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. You know, my cat ever getting sick. Cats are expensive. All pets are expensive when they get sick. I mean, they're worse than if I get sick. Thank you very much, Wheeze and Geezer. You too, Jessica. Have a good weekend with your son. Ken Carbon. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, I had 2 cats that we got as kittens, and they grew all the way up until they passed away. So I'm sure I'll be stuck with this one until he passes away. He has escaped a few times and went outside, and he's declawed, so it's not good if he escapes. So I had to hunt him down. Luckily, he likes his treat, so it's easy to get him to come home. Thank you, Gemstone Judy, and that was a really awesome nugget you got. So that was really awesome. Like I said, I like nuggets when they're bigger, when they have a lot of character on it, you know. Those just rounded blob nuggets are never the way, so. Thank you, Benji813. Thank you very much. King of Coins, thank you. So I guess I will see you all next week. Again, video coming out Thursday, review coming out Saturday. Review coming out Saturday, and then another one on Monday. And then next Thursday, we're going to pan out some yellow pans. We'll pan out some yellowpans.com Paydirt. It's going to be a little bit tougher to pan out than this stuff. So it'll all be nice flower gold. Thank you, Morden. Thank you, Mad Hatter, Gemstone Judy, everyone that joined the show tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Guido, and everyone, Jessica, CJ Hayes, everyone who donated tonight to the chat. Thank you all very much. I really do appreciate that. And I will see everybody. And Guido. Come on, Guido. See, I'm trying to cut the show, and I see it on my other, because this chat box is actually slower than my tablet, and I just saw it on my tablet. So thank you very much, Guido. I really appreciate it. So I'm out of here. Hopefully everyone has a good weekend, and I will have a video up on Saturday. And I hope this one's better than the last couple. So y'all have a good night, and I will see you next Thursday.